Hey, so here's my little gangster character, and that little white dot is actually really pissing me off, but that's okay. Anyways, so what a lot of people do is they import their character, which is the only right thing, and then they go over it with this awful line art. Usually their line art skills suck, and that's why I'm going to encourage you not to do line art. I'll explain that in a second. So they usually just trace over the character, and then they just fill in all the colors as normal, and it looks really disgusting. I don't understand why you would do that. You're wasting your time for nothing. Also, I don't like that refrigerator ad. I want to stop seeing the ad, and I think it's because that refrigerator was really inappropriate. Thank you. Screw you, Google. I'm actually I make my money only because of Google. I should be nice. Okay, so make a new layer. Okay, select any base layer of your character, then with the bucket tool, okay, when you tap on it, look, it expands the color, and it makes, I don't know why I talk like that, and it makes the line art thinner. This way, you don't need to go over it with your terrible line art skills and your awful stabilizer, because let's face the facts, you know what, what's the name of this app? Ibispaint. Thank you. Ibispaint stabilizer kind of sucks. Well, at least compared to Procreate, and my hands are actually kind of shaky because I got that anxiety, baby. Anyways, how do I say that like it's a flex? So there are certain parts that you can go over manually, but look, see? Now we have thick line art, thin line art. Beautiful. Now here, there's certain parts that just don't match up well. Like that shoulder seems out of place. Like it looks like it's too low. Like someone dislocated it. So we're gonna help her, okay? Because that would be really painful. Also, I like to use Liquify to adjust the anatomy of the character a little bit. That way, it looks like I put more effort into editing it than I really did. You know, it gives you that personalized, stylized look without having to put hours of effort into creating the line art and all that and recoloring it and blah, blah, blah. Because why would we put effort in things when we are gacha creators? That's not what we do. I love bashing the community. That gives me money. Anyways, so we're just going over some parts here because the ahoge, I think that's what it's called, ahoge, whatever, you know, got a little messed up. And then here at the shoulder, I'm connecting it back to where it should be instead of being incredibly low like that. Low, just like my standards. No, I was kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, and now we're just fixing up some line art areas here. This is a little knowledge that I have on anatomy, so if you don't have knowledge on it, you can skip this step. But there's certain parts of the characters that kind of bother me, just because they seem a bit out of place or something, you know? Anyways, I'm gonna cough in the distance because I'm too lazy to edit this out. Also, so that I could have solid proof that I am sick, and that's why I haven't been going to the gym. Definitely not because I have, like, social anxiety or anything. Anyways, so, see, we're just going over certain parts to clean things up, create a new layer, set it to multiply, and now I'm getting like a cool color, okay? And now I'm creating the cast shadows. Like this massive head of hers has like, you know, it will cast a shadow onto her neck and everything. So that's what I'm creating. So I want you to solely focus on cast shadows for now. Cast shadows are when a shadow is casted from another object. Basically, if you hold like your hand over your face, there will be a shadow on your face from your hand, you know? So that's what we're gonna focus on. We're gonna determine our light source, which for me is like the upper right corner. And now I'm going to create all of the layer. I'm gonna create all the shadows, you know, according to that light source. You know, I'm like, okay, so this shape would have a shadow casted on this side, you know? The light source is on the right side. Make the shadows on the left side because that's how lighting works. Alright? Sorry if I have random voice cracks because I'm trying to hold myself back from coughing. So yeah. Anyways, look how much more three-dimensional this is already becoming. Anyways. Now you can also just use the lasso fill tool, which I'm doing at certain parts like these because, you know, it's just a lot to fill in. Yeah, I'm sick. But, you know, if I take a break, I'll be broke. So, yeah, and my entire, you know, my self-esteem's gonna drop. Because I value myself based off of the money that I create, and that's healthy. So, yeah. That shadow is in the wrong area. It should be more to the left area. But who cares? This entire character doesn't even make sense. You know, she's not even human, she's a bug, and that's okay, because I think bug humans are cute. Yeah. Anyways, I should stop dissing this, because I actually really like how it looks. I really like it, actually. Yeah. So you can also just, here, do this little thing. I am getting just a warm color for her skin. You know, we're using cool colors everywhere else, and we're cool colors on her skin, but it's a little bit warmer than everywhere else because I don't really want a blue shadow particularly on her face, okay? Just a personal preference. Crazy with the shading or anything. Try to make solid shadows. You could also make soft shadows, but I feel like it's best to have a good balance between soft and hard shadows. And yeah, what a lot of beginners do is they... Whoopsie, audio cut there. So what a lot of beginners do is they create soft shadows instead of hard, but you should create a balance between them, or just do hard shadows, not just soft shadows. That always looks weird. Anyways, now select your base color of everything that you have and then create a gradient onto it. You know, the gradient can be a darker version of whatever your thing is. It could be a reflection from the objects around it, which is why I dabbed a little bit yellow onto her shirt, which I then erased. Yeah. So when you create the gradients, it just makes things look a lot more detailed. It's such little effort and it makes things have a huge difference. Okay? So yeah, you see she's got a light gradient on her face, a light gradient onto her tie and shirt, and Viola, it looks beautiful. I don't even know what kind of accent that is, but I'll never do it again because I'm sure it's offensive. I don't even know what kind of accent that is, but it was disgusting. So now I'm just going over the character, which on a new layer, normal obviously, go over any spots in your character that you feel like are kind of messed up. Like the highlights, I realized they didn't go on the pupils, which was a bit weird, so I'm fixing that up. Yeah. I'm also blurring the eye because that is such an easy way to make it look like I actually edited the eye. But why would I put effort into something I don't care about? So yeah, this is actually sad. So now I'm getting a cooler, more gray version of the base color for the pupils, and I'm putting it on there, and then also for the iris as well and everything, so that it can just look like a reflection. See, look at that juicy reflection, baby. You know why I'm calling you baby? Because you're probably 12. Why the else are you watching this stupid damn video? But thank you for your money. I am a terrible person. No, I'm not. So I like to go over the eye shine sometimes with a nice vibrant color. It just makes things look prettier. Anyways, on a new layer, okay? Look at this. You're gonna get a really nice warm color. And, well, it's not on the new layer, actually. It's on your multiply layer. You're going to alpha lock it, okay? And then you're going to go over the edges with a warm color. This will create surface scattering, which is this really, really pretty thing. You see that nice little orange? It's so pretty. Create a new layer. Okay, and we're just going to get dip pen hard. And then I'm just going to select the darker color of the shirt that I created the gradient for. And now I'm going to go on the shirt just to create a little bit of shadows. Just because the shirt is this massive blank space, it'll make it obvious that I didn't put effort into editing it. Listen, as Gacha creators, the goal is to put as little effort as possible while still making it look like you tried. Okay? This isn't like Gacha slander or anything. It's just if you're going to use an app for these kinds of things, you might as well take full advantage of it, okay? Yeah. Anyways, you could also create just like a little lip for her, you know, so she has a lip, she already doesn't have a nose. You know, might as well give her one thing in life. It's cute, actually. Maybe I'll keep the nose. Okay. Anyways, so on a new layer, you're going to create hair strands, okay? And I like to put force fade on, and I like to put it onto after. That way it creates much smoother lines. And try to use thicker hair strands, because it's so weird when people have these massive chunks and then they just put in all of these extremely thin lines. Like, this isn't about creating individual strands, it's creating larger chunks. Anyways, and now we are using the stroke outer filter. I am just like trying to color match it to the outline. And then boom, we have an outline on everything. Oh my, why would I do that? It looks ugly. Shut up, I'm not done yet. So what we're going to do now, I'm so mean. Okay, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take a nice soft eraser and we are going to erase the areas that prevent it from connecting to the rest of the head. You see, over here. Wow, my throat really hurts. So you see that? Now we have a bunch of hair strands that look like we actually edited our hair, even though we hardly did anything. Okay, look at that. Look at all of the details that we have created, and this is within like maybe this is like within 20 minutes or so, okay? Versus like spending literally hours on an edit. Why would you do that? Why would you put hours of effort into your time, into your art? My brain's not working. I actually feel pretty sick. So on an overlay layer, or you can use color dodge, or you know, pretty much any color you like. I like to use overlay layer, and then I like to just kind of make everything a little more saturated. I like to make the blues more blues by putting a blue on the blues, and I like to put nice warm colors like on the hair and around the face. And then see, look at how much more saturated and eye bleeding that is. So I'm just gonna lower the opacity of the overlay layer just a little bit because it does look quite awful. Anyways, and now I'm just going to select any part of the gradient and I'm just gonna go up and down following the form of the hair. That way it looks like I shaded the hair, when in reality I'm just color picking things and then drawing random lines. When I color pick them, it makes all the colors look more united because it's everywhere else, so things look more organized and they just look better, okay? So that's why we should color pick instead of just picking from the color wheel. Anyways, gonna do the same thing for the tie. Gonna select the darkest color from the bottom of the tie, which is a gradient I created earlier, and now I'm just gonna create light little shadows onto it. Alright? Yeah, and then this actually looks pretty good. I mean, as good as a gacha edit can be anyways. I love slandering my own community. Anyways, now with the new layer, we put on multiply. You're gonna have a nice, dark, cool color. You see? Yeah, I'm gonna pin it to clip it to the drawing so that it doesn't go all over the place. And now I am going to use an eraser, and I am going to erase the darkness from the places that I want to shine the brightest. Like you, baby girl, because you shine as bright as the sun. Actually, you really hurt my eyes. Please go away. Anyways, so now I have an add layer, and then I get a nice warm color. And then you see, like, that's very harsh. So get a harder airbrush, like airbrush 60%. And then, you know, I like to get a darker color because that way it still is very light and shiny, but not too harsh. And then I just create all of the lighting from the upper right corner because that's where a light source is. I think my dog just, I don't know, something smells weird. Why would my dog do that? Anyways, oh my god. And I have like 3 dogs in my room, so it's hard to find the one to blame. Oh my god, what the hell? Okay. So anyways, just going onto the face and following the form of everything. Oh my god. Okay, following the form of everything. I have no windows open. And creating a little bit to the lip and everything because see, it makes everything just look more, you know, 3-dimensional. And look at how beautiful this looks. I said look a lot, didn't I? Anyways, this is absolutely gorgeous. Not as gorgeous as you though, baby girl. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.